So again, just adjusting your posture, using the adjustment in your posture as a sign to you that you're going to do something different than you have been doing. Taking a moment to prepare the body, so connecting with your seated mountain, the dignified rising from the base to the crown of the head, softening the slopes of your mountain, letting the shoulder blades sink into the back pockets, inviting the tone of the muscles of the face to soften, reminding yourself what it is you're about to do, preparing your mind. Now we're going to pay attention to the breath, for example. Be willing to bring attention back whenever it's wandered away, with a kind and gentle heart. Preparing the heart, too, for practice. Taking a moment to perhaps recall an occasion in the last little while when you were the recipient of an act of kindness from someone, or that you perhaps were a giver of an act of kindness. Just having that sense of warm-heartedness and friendship that comes along with the giving and receiving of kindness. And inviting that same quality into your own practice right now. So turning your attention to the fact that you're breathing, to the fact that breath is moving in and out of the body pretty much on its own accord. And just watching, just feeling the flow of the breath in and out. Sustaining your attention on this experience of breathing as best you can. And at any point when you notice that you've wandered off, then at that point of recognition of the distraction, smiling gently, rewarding yourself for returning to a moment of attention. Perhaps softly labeling the nature of the distraction so you can increase your familiarity with it. Often it's a form of resistance. And then with that smile of friendship and kindness, returning attention back to the breath. And being willing to do this over and over and over again. As we collect and compose our attention around the breath, we might begin to expand our attention and awareness just a little to incorporate more of the body being breathed, perhaps sensing the breath in the belly or other areas of the body as a gentle wave pulsing in and out with each exhale and inhale. Perhaps beginning to give more attention as well to the sensory domain of the body itself. Just feeling what's present, and as best as you can, on recognizing what's here in the body, acknowledging it and allowing it to be here While you deepen your interest in it. How does it feel now? If it was a frequency, what would its vibrations be? If it was a color, what would its color be? Is it localized or does it expand? Does it have an edge? These are all ways in which we can deepen our experience and our investigation of sensations in the body. And deepening our exploration of the sensation invites more acceptance and less resistance. Becoming more familiar with something diminishes our fear of it, aids in our allowing and accepting, and in our non-resistance. And similarly, we can actually invite our attention and awareness to expand again, perhaps inviting the bodyscape and the breathscape to fade into the background a little, and invite the soundscape to come to the foreground, making sounds and silence the focus for our attention for a short period of time. Just hearing, just listening. No need to judge or strive to make things different. Just observing what's present as best as you can, just as it is. We can also invite the soundscape to fade into the background along with the breath and the body. So it's not gone. We're still aware of things of these nature in our field of awareness, but we can invite the Thoughtscape to come to the front of the stage. So we consciously choose to give our attention now to our own thoughts as they arise and linger and dissipate. Working with this experience of watching our own thinking rather than being tied up in it, rather than being lost in our thoughts. We can see the train of thoughts rather than being swept up in the content of each car of the train. So one metaphor for watching our own thinking is sort of standing on the train station platform, watching your thought train go by. A similar metaphor is that of a stream of thoughts, and we can pull ourselves up on the bank of the stream and just observe the thought stream flowing by rather than being swept away by our own thinking. Other metaphors for watching your own thoughts include watching bubbles arising and then dissipating at the surface, coming and going, or the images playing out on a blank movie theater screen are like thoughts, again coming and going. A very common one used is the image of clouds as thoughts. Clouds come into the sky, they linger and then they dissipate. Clouds of different sizes, different shapes, different colors, some connected, some not. Thoughts, events in the field of the mind, mental events if you'd like, coming and going, really no different than sound events in the soundscape or sensation events in the sensory domain of the body or breath events in the breathscape.
Thank you so much for participating. Keep practicing.